Welcome, seekers of untold tales. I'm King Kamau, your guide on The Real King. It's not just a channel, it's a sanctuary for hidden stories. Subscribe, hit the bell, and join us in uncovering forgotten legends and mysterious histories. Get ready to dive into the extraordinary, The Real King, where every story is an invitation to explore the mysteries and the shadows.
Once upon a time, in the cradle of East Africa, beneath the watchful gaze of Mount Kenya, the Kikuyu people emerged from the tapestry of time. Their origin was woven with the threads of myth and legend, a story that echoed through the hills and valleys of their ancestral homeland. The ancestral parents, Gikuyu and Mumbi. In the realm of Kikuyu mythology, the story begins with Gikuyu and Mumbi, the legendary ancestral parents. Gikuyu, a figure of strength and wisdom, and Mumbi, a woman of grace and resilience, were entrusted with a divine task to populate the land beneath the sacred Mount Kenya. According to the eldest tales, Ngai, the supreme creator, blessed Gikuyu and Mumbi with 9 daughters. These daughters, in turn, became the matriarchs of the 9 clans that would shape the identity of the Kikuyu people. Each clan bore the name of the daughter from which it descended, creating a familial bond that would endure through generations. The journey of Gikuyu and Mumbi. Gikuyu and Mumbi, guided by the hand of fate, traversed the vast landscapes of the region. Their journey took them through dense forests, across flowing rivers, and to the fertile plains where the soil seemed to hum with the promise of abundance. It was a pilgrimage, a sacred odyssey that would lay the foundation for the Kikuyu people's connection to the land. As they journeyed, Gikuyu and Mumbi cultivated the earth, sowing seeds that would blossom into the crops that sustained their descendants. They discovered the richness of the land, the diversity of its flora and fauna, and the interconnectedness of all living things. This communion with nature became an integral part of Kikuyu culture, fostering a deep reverence for the environment. The birth of the clans. In time, Gikuyu and Mumbi's daughters, Wanjiru, Wanjiku, Wambui, Njeri, Wangari, Nyambura, Weramu, Wangui, and Waithera, gave birth to the 9 clans, the Anjuru, Agasiku, Ambuyasira, Angari, Ambura, Eramu, Angui, and Aetharandu. Each clan bore the unique imprint of its matriarch, and within these clans, the intricate web of Kikuyu identity and kinship was formed. The significance of Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya, known as Kirinyaga in Kikuyu, held a special place in the hearts of the people. Its snow-capped peaks stood as sentinels, guardians of the land and witnesses to the unfolding story of the Kikuyu. Ngai, the supreme creator, was believed to reside on the mountain, and rituals were conducted to invoke blessings and guidance. The Kikuyu people viewed Mount Kenya not only as a geographical landmark, but as a sacred axis mundi, a point of connection between the earthly realm and the divine. The mountain's majestic presence influenced the spiritual practices, traditions, and cosmology of the Kikuyu people, shaping their worldview. Cultivation and agriculture. Gikuyu, known for his agricultural prowess, introduced the art of cultivation to the Kikuyu people. Together with Mumbi, they tilled the soil, planted crops, and harvested the bounty of the land. The agricultural practices passed down through generations, becoming intrinsic to the Kikuyu way of life. The planting season was marked by rituals and ceremonies that invoked the blessings of Ngai. The first fruits, a symbol of abundance and prosperity, were offered to express gratitude for the harvest. The land, in turn, reciprocated the care bestowed upon it, creating a symbiotic relationship between the Kikuyu people and their environment. Social structure. Clans, councils, and elders. The Kikuyu people organized themselves into clans, and each clan had a distinct totem, or moiru. These totems, often representing animals or elements of nature, became symbols of identity and unity. The clans formed the social fabric of Kikuyu society, fostering a sense of belonging and shared heritage. Within the social structure, the Kiyama, a council of elders, played a vital role. These wise men, chosen for their experience and knowledge, served as custodians of tradition, arbitrators in disputes, and advisors in matters of communal importance. The elders' words carried weight, and their decisions were guided by the principles passed down from Gikuyu and Mumbi: initiation rites, circumcision, and ear piercing. The transition from adolescence to adulthood was marked by elaborate initiation ceremonies. For boys, circumcision, known as erua, symbolized the passage into manhood. It was not merely a physical rite, but a spiritual and cultural journey. The initiation rituals were conducted in designated places, often secluded and surrounded by nature, reflecting the sacred nature of the transition. For girls, the ear-piercing ceremony, goko, signified the entry into womanhood. The piercing of the ears, adorned with intricate jewelry, was a celebration of maturity and femininity. These initiation rites were accompanied by teachings on societal roles, ethics, and the responsibilities that came with adulthood. Worship and spirituality. The Kikuyu people held a deep spiritual connection with Nyai, the supreme creator. Their spiritual practices involved prayer, offerings, and rituals conducted in designated sacred spaces. These rituals sought blessings for bountiful harvests, protection from adversity, and guidance in matters of significance. Diviners, known as Mugo, played a crucial role as intermediaries between the earthly realm and the divine. They interpreted signs and omens, offering insights into the will of Ngai. The spiritual landscape of the Kikuyu people was intertwined with the natural world, where trees, rivers, and mountains held sacred significance. Oral traditions, songs, proverbs, and stories. The oral traditions of the Kikuyu people were a vibrant tapestry woven with songs, proverbs, and stories. Griots or storytellers passed down the wisdom of Gikuyu and Mumbi to successive generations. The songs, accompanied by rhythmic dances, celebrated the joys of life, the beauty of the land, and the resilience of the people. Proverbs, often delivered with poetic eloquence, conveyed moral lessons, insights into human nature, and reflections on societal values. Stories, both mythical and historical, connected the present to the past, shaping the collective memory of the Kikuyu people. Challenges and adaptations. The Kikuyu people, like any community, faced challenges throughout their history. The arrival of colonial powers in the late 19th century brought significant disruptions to their way of life. The imposition of foreign governance, changes in land ownership, and the introduction of catch crops altered the socio-economic landscape. Yet, the Kikuyu people demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability. They navigated the challenges of colonialism, participating in movements for independence and contributing to the shaping of modern Kenya. The struggle for land rights and socio-economic equity became integral parts of their ongoing narrative. Modern expression of identity. In contemporary Kenya, the Kikuyu people continue to express their identity in dynamic ways. The traditional practices and beliefs coexist with the currents of modernity, creating a nuanced and evolving cultural landscape. The rich tapestry woven by Gikuyu and Mumbi endures through the arts, language, music, and the vibrant traditions upheld by the community. The Kikuyu language, Gikuyu, remains a source of pride and connection. It is spoken in households, passed down through generations, and celebrated in literary works. The traditional music, with its rhythmic beats and melodic tunes, echoes the heartbeat of the land. Initiation ceremonies, while adapting to contemporary contexts, retain their cultural significance. They continue to mark the transition from youth to adulthood, embodying the resilience of tradition in the face of change. The spiritual connection with the land persists, with Mount Kenya standing not only as a geographical landmark, but as a symbol of cultural heritage. The Kikuyu people honor their roots through ceremonies, festivals, and rituals that pay homage to Ngai and the spirits of their ancestors. The social structure, with its clans and councils of elders, maintains its relevance in modern Kikuyu society. The wisdom of the Kiyama continues to guide the community, bridging the past and the present in matters of governance, justice, and communal well-being. Conclusion. And so, the story of the Kikuyu people unfolds, a narrative woven with threads of myth, tradition, resilience, and adaptation. From the sacred union of Gikuyu and Mumbi to the challenges of colonialism and the vibrancy of contemporary expression, the Kikuyu identity remains rooted in the fertile soil of Mount Kenya. As the sun sets over the undulating landscapes of the Kikuyu homeland, it casts a warm glow on a people whose story continues to evolve. Gikuyu and Mumbi, the ancestral parents, may exist in the realm of legend, but their legacy lives on in the psalms sung, the stories told, and the enduring spirit of the Kikuyu people. Thank you for being part of our community, sharing in the laughter, exploration, and untold stories. Keep the spirit of curiosity alive, and may your own tales be filled with wonder. This isn't goodbye, it's a see you later. Until we meet again in the vast realm of storytelling, stay curious, stay inspired, and remember, every ending is a prelude to a new beginning.